wait. Show's about to start.
Gracious me, when the weather's like this, it makes a body feel good to do her churning out in the farmyard. Seems like I never did see a harvest time when the leaves turn such pretty colors. Well, it's getting late. I ought to be back in the house starting supper. Wish I knew it was keeping off.
Has the butter come yet, Mother?
Indeed it has, and Paul's not back yet. I only hope he didn't run into trouble. Every year when he goes to the city, I fret most to death. And this time it's worse. What with the mortgage coming through and all.
Oh, you don't need to worry about the mortgage, Mrs. Perkins. My mom won't press for the money. Not after you've been so kind looking after me when she's had to go down to the village.
Mrs. Appleby's a fine woman. She knows you've been as good to me as you've been to Lucy. And you couldn't have been kinder to me if I was your own daughter instead of a friendless orphan from the poorhouse.
You are my own daughter now, no matter how we got you. Even if Widow Appleby won't press for the mortgage money, he don't fret about Paul when he's in the city. Well, you come on in the house now and see get tidied up. Your ma will be back for you any minute now.
I feel sure Daddy is safe, even in the wicked city. Heaven wouldn't let anyone harm so fine a man as Swen Perkins.
Here I am at last. Before I leave the place, I'll have the missing links that prove the old farmer's protege to be the heiress of whom I am in search. Ha, the heiress. Let me see. What did I do with my dear dead brother's last epistle? Dear Arthur, I am on my deathbed, but I cannot die until I have made every last effort to find the wife and child I so cruelly deserted when the demon jealousy whispered that Hannah was false to me. Hannah died shortly after I left her. The child, Nellie, was taken to an orphanage not far from Boston. Search the records of the asylums and poorhouses in Boston and find my child. I die what the world would call a rich man. I leave all to my child. See that she gets what belongs to her. May heaven reward your efforts with success, your dying brother, Horace Rutherford. P.S. Nellie had a locket containing her mother's picture. Well, I have been fairly successful. The child, Nellie, or at least a girl who may be my dear niece, I have traced here. I have secured a proper introduction and made it a point to effect a few chance meetings. Now to ascertain if she has the locket. If so, then I shall make love to the girl, and once she is my wife, the million my brother left her will be mine. Ooh. The marriage may be bigamous, as I have been wedded before. I have not seen my former wife, Ethel, since I left her 4 years ago. She is probably dead. If not, then no one will know of her until after I have wedded the girl, and her million is in my pocket. I shall absent myself.
Chickens, lucky
boarder. If they will take me, I will stay until I have forgotten my unhappy marriage to Arthur Rutherford. I wonder if Arthur is dead. It has been 4 years since I've heard from him. At any rate, he's dead to me. Tis a young Hercules of the hayfield. He at least knows no taint of the debilitating effects of city life. How happy I could be with such a one. Good afternoon, young sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am. But don't call me sir. I'm just plain Dick Perkins, the farmer's son. As your servant.
Oh, how I wish that were true. Is Mrs. Perkins your mother?
She is, and a finer mother a man never had.
Looking at you, I can well believe it. I was told she wished a boarder.
I'm sure she'd be honored to have you, ma'am. Will you step inside?
I think I'd like to look around the place first. Will you accompany me?
Well, I'd like to, ma'am, but as you know, a farmer is busy from dawn until dusk. Here's my adopted sister, Nellie. This lady wishes to be a boarder. Will you show her to her room?
With pleasure.
Perhaps I shall see you later. Come, girl.
That lady is certainly a beautiful lady. But what are town-bred graces to me compared to the fresh loveliness of Nellie, the orphan girl, whose fair form is matched with even fairer spirit within?
Sold all them crops to one fella for $700. Enough to pay off the whole mortgage and leave $200 over.
Oh, I'm so happy. Widow Appleby will be here after a bit when she comes for Lucy. You can give her the money then.
She'll get her money at midnight on Christmas Eve when it's due, and not 1 second before. Now fetch the coffee pot, Mother. I want to see all this money safe before I go and unhitch old Don.
I'll get it, Pa. I'll get it.
So, Lucy, have you been a good girl?
Oh, yes, Mr. Perkins. Mrs. Perkins and Miss Nellie are so kind to me that I try to help them any way I can.
That's right, Lucy. That's right. Why, here's a penny.
Thank you, Mr. Perkins. And here's a big kiss for you.
You're a sweet girl, Lucy. How the kiss of a pure child can warm even the sternest heart. Thank you, Mother. Guess no thief would calculate to find $700 in that thing. Now put it in the kitchen whilst I go down and unhitch old Don.
See what Mr. Perkins gave me?
Oh, that's just like Pa. He seems stern, Lucy, but underneath he's got the kindest heart in the county.
I wish I had a coffee pot to put my money in.
Well, there's an old one down in the barn you can have.
May I? Oh, you are so kind to me.
Bless the child, always sweet-tempered and grateful. Her Pa in heaven must be proud of her.
To Nellie first. Tis the girl herself, and not bad looking either. Gad, even without the money, she would be a tempting morsel. But no, I must not think of that. 'Tis money I want. Money. And if she is not the one, then I shall have to concoct some kind of proof that my niece is dead. In which case, I will be my brother's heir as next of kin, and little I'll worry about the poorhouse brat. Now to play the part of a lover, smitten by Cupid's arrow. Good afternoon, Miss Nellie. Forgive me for taking the liberty, but I just dropped by to exchange a few words with your father.
Daddy has but this moment just returned from the city. I shall go tell him you wish to see him.
Oh, one moment. I am in no hurry. I would enjoy a brief conversation with you first. Besides, you may be able to settle a point upon which I had an argument the other day. I was told that Farmer Perkins is not your real father. Is this true?
It is. Daddy has been as kind to me as if I were his own child, but there is no bond of blood between us.
Then I lost the argument. And do you know who your real parents were?
Alas, no. Nor have I anything of theirs, save the locket which hangs about my neck.
I know a great many people. Perhaps if I might examine the locket.
Of course. The picture in it contains that of the lady which I believe to be my mother.
Certainly at last. 'Tis Horace's poor wife, all right. And this girl really is his daughter, and the heiress to that million. Now all I have to do is win the little fool for my bride. Or put her out of the way. I must have my brother's fortune, either as his son-in-law or as his heir. Miss Nellie, I have something else to say to you. Can you not guess what my business with Farmer Perkins is? I wish to ask his permission to my calling upon you.
I do not understand you, sir.
Then I shall make my meaning clearer. Nellie, I have met you comparatively few times, but the few times that I have met you have been sufficient to convince me that I prefer your society to that of any other woman. Miss Nellie, I love you, and I want you to promise to become my wife.
You want me to be your wife? Why, Mr. Rutherford, you are a total stranger to me.
Not a stranger, Nellie. Do not say that. Perhaps I have been a trifle premature, but believe me, I love you nonetheless. Won't you promise to become my bride?
I can make no such promise, Mr. Rutherford. I have no thought of marriage.
But you must think of it. Consider the advantages I could afford you. I am wealthy. Fine clothing shall deck your body. Diamonds shall sparkle in your ears. Pearls shall hang about your milk-white throat.
Mr. Rutherford, you have no right to talk like this to me.
Yes, I have the right. My love for you gives me that right.
Do not speak another word of love, or I will call Daddy. Daddy! Daddy!
No! You shall have no one. You shall listen to me.
So, what right do you have to command me?
The right of love, Nellie. But tell me, do you love another?
Mr. Rutherford, you go too far. Release me!
Never!
Never trouble this lady again.
How dare you interfere?
A real man will dare anything, mister, rather than see a lady mistreated.
I shall be even with you for this. And as for you, my little country lass, how dare you repulse me? I am a gentleman.
Miss Nellie was better than that, mister. No gentleman ever threatens a lady. Let us leave him.
I shall have my revenge, never fear. I shall have my revenge.
Now, 4:30. I'm pretty late. I wonder where Lucy is. Howdy, stranger.
An ignorant hayseed. I'll sound her out and see if she knows anything. Good afternoon, Mrs.
Appleby. Amy Appleby.
Appleby? That fatal name. My sister-in-law was an Appleby. Can this woman be related to her? If so, she must not find out who I am. I was, just admiring this splendid farm.
It's a fine place, under the best acres in Massachusetts. I ain't afraid for my money, no sirree.
Your money? Why, I thought, Mr. Perkins owned this farm.
Well, so it does, but I hold the mortgage on it. $500. Of course, the place is worth a heap more.
I see, and, when is this mortgage due?
Not till Christmas Eve, dang it. Slim Perkins ain't one to pay before, even if he's got some money. Wish he would, though, because old man Jones owns the place next to mine, offering to sell his side for me. And if I can't buy him in a day or so, someone else is sure to snap him up.
And, what brings you here?
Well, by crazy! I talked about my little girl. I leave her here with Miss Perkins when I have to go into the village for the day. Excuse me, Mr. City Car, I've got to go and look for her. Lucy! Lucy!
So, Mrs. Appleby, it may be the fair Nellie's aunt, holds a mortgage on this farm for $500. There must be some way to turn that to account, but how? How?
Well, I found the coffee pot. It's kind of beat up, but I guess it will still hold a penny. Yes, it will.
The Appleby brat. I shall approach her. Good afternoon, little girl.
Good afternoon.
What are you doing there?
Hiding my money where it will be safe.
Oh, it will hardly be safe there.
Yes, it will too. Mr. Perkins hides his money in his pocket. And if it's safe for his $700, it's safe for my penny.
700? Did you say $700?
Yes, sir. He got it today for selling his crops.
And, $700 in a coffee pot, and the mortgage is only $500. Arthur, my boy, you're in luck. And, where does Mr. Perkins keep his coffee pot?
I don't think I'd better tell.
Oh, come. The information will be safe with me. Besides, I'll give you another penny.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Oh, you know you can trust me. Besides, harm can there be in earning an honest penny?
Give me the penny first.
Not till you tell.
Well, he keeps it in the kitchen.
Here, take your penny.
There you are, Lucy. Where in chunk did you been?
Mrs. Appleby, I've been thinking about what you told me about the mortgage on this place and the farm you wish to buy, and, may I safely confide in you, madam?
You may.
You see before you a man, smitten by the tender passion. I love Mr. Perkins' adopted daughter.
I don't blame you. Miss Nunn's a right pretty gal.
True, but alas today I made the mistake of declaring my feelings prematurely. She spurned me, and I must do something to win her back.
Calculate you will.
Now, she would not accept a present.
But Miss Nunn's too well brung up a gal to take presents from a feller she ain't engaged to.
True, but I could win her esteem and gratitude by purchasing the mortgage on this place from you and presenting it to her adopted father.
But it's $500.
Money means little to me, Mrs. Appleby. Well, what do you say?
I don't know how to sell without telling Swen first.
And spoil a pleasant surprise? I think, Mrs. Appleby, if you sell, everyone benefits. Mr. Perkins gets his mortgage back, I win the sympathy of Nellie through my generosity, and you are enabled to buy old Jones 40 acres and add them to your farm.
It's a dicker. Here's the mortgage. Where's the 500?
I left my purse in the house. I shall return in a moment.
Well, Lucy, looks like your ma just done a good stroke of business. Ordinarily, I'm a mite suspicious of city folks, but shucks, I couldn't
think evil of a fine-looking feller like him.
That was easy. How simple these yokels are. Here you are, madam. $500, I think you said.
That's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This money will come in mighty handy to me, and I'm sure you'll never regret your kind action towards Miss Nellie. Good day, dear sir.
Good day. Well, Arthur, my boy, you worked that one pretty smartly. One more move and Brother Horace's million will be yours. Ah, the old farmer comes. He should be easy to hoodwink.
Afternoon, Mr. Rutherford.
Good afternoon, Mr. Perkins. Excuse me, sir, but I just dropped by to see you on a matter of business.
Sorry, but I got no business. All my crops are sold.
I care nothing for your crops, sir. I speak of the mortgage on this place.
The mortgage? Why, Widow Appleby owns that.
Ah, she did, but I have purchased it from her as an investment.
Well, it's a good one. You needn't worry about your money, mister, because I got the full 500 right in the house.
The old fool suspects nothing. Mr. Perkins, I find myself in a rather embarrassing predicament. The purchasing of the mortgage took nearly all my spare cash, and, well, as it seems, I shall need the money at once. Of course, I am prepared to accept a material reduction for immediate payment. Take up the mortgage now, and I shall only ask $400.
You will? Well, where's the mortgage, mister?
Right here.
Well, wait a minute. I'll be right back. Mother! Mother!
The trap is sprung, and I'm sure I'll find the pretty bird inside.
Here's the money, mister. Here up the mortgage.
Where?
Right here. Here it is. Why, it's gone.
Beware how you trifle with me, sir.
But I had it.
A pretty story. You have lied to me. You can expect no mercy now. We shall meet again on Christmas Eve. We shall meet again.
Oh, I'm ruined. Ruined.
Fear not, Father. I shall go to the city and earn the money.
a big long plastic. Take me out to the ball game. If you don't know the words, it's on number 6. But I'd be ashamed if you didn't. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the bar. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I ever get back to root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Good singing.
Alas, I fear my refusal to Mr. Rutherford has prompted his cruelty to Daddy. But here in the solitude of this old barn, surrounded by all my animal friends, I may seek solace in tears that have shed elsewhere and bring sorrow to those I love.
Morning, Miss Nellie.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Appleby. You startled me. I thought I was alone.
Reckon you was till we come. I have to go into the village again today, and I was wondering if I could leave Lucy here, if you and Miss Perkins didn't mind.
We're always glad to have Lucy.
Didn't sound like you was glad enough this morning. What ails you?
I'm troubled about the mortgage, for Daddy's sake.
Hasn't that city feller given Slim the mortgage yet?
Give it? What can you mean? He threatens foreclosure.
Well, I swine! Feller told me he had different plans. Still, I can't see no cause for grieving. Slim's got the money, ain't he?
He had it, but it was stolen.
Well, fry me for a jaybird, and the printer's planning to foreclose? Well, and I thought he was such a nice feller, too. Just goes to show you can't never trust them city folks. I reckon I should have learned my lesson when my poor husband's sister ran off with one of them.
Was he cruel to her?
Not at first he weren't. Happy his little birthday was. But he was a powerful jealous feller, like the poor Hannah ever gave cause. One night, he got himself into such a rage of jealousy, he left her, and her with a baby and all, and nothing to support it with.
Did she come home?
Nope, too proud. Worked her fingers to the bone, she did, to keep herself in the gal. But Hannah weren't strong enough for that sort of thing. She got so sick she couldn't work anymore. The child was taken away from her and put in an orphanage.
Where is it now?
Dead! One night, the silent bird, and everyone in it perished at the same.
And the mother? What of her?
She burned to the fire and it killed her. She died of grief.
'Tis indeed a sad story. I too can sympathize, for I was once in an orphanage.
Do tell.
Yes, I do not even know the identity of my dear parents.
Didn't they leave you a bit of writing? Some kind of trinket to let you know who you are?
Only the locket which hangs about my neck. Would you care to see it?
Indeed I would. Aw shucks, 'twould do no good for me to look at it now. I ain't got my specs with me. Show it to me some other time. Besides, I'm worried about swimming the mortgage. Wished I could help him, but when I got the money off the old city feller, I went right over and bought Old Man Jones South 40. Took all the mortgage money and every cent I had besides. Well, can't do no good down here. I'll take Lucy on up to the house. Come on.
'Tis indeed a sad story of Mrs. Appleby's sister. I wonder if my poor mother is dead, deserted by one she loved and trusted.
She is here. Now I put my plan to the test. Good morning, Miss Nellie. I congratulate myself on the lucky chance that finds you here alone.
If I am alone, 'tis my wish, sir. Your action yesterday proved your true nature. Leave me.
Never. Not until you have heard all I have to say. Nellie, I love you. Not with a boy's love, but with the strong love of a man of determination. I swear that you shall yet one day be my bride. I will trample down all opposition, and if I cannot win you by fair means, by heaven I shall get you by foul.
Mr. Rutherford, your very presence is an insult. Go, or I will call for help.
No one will hear you.
Then I shall leave.
No, not until you have heard me out. Miss Nellie, I intend to marry you. Yesterday I offered to win you, but today I shall buy you.
I do not understand you, sir.
Marry me, and I shall tear up the mortgage.
So that was your plan. I did not know so vile a heart could beat within a human breast.
Do not bandy words with me, girl. I have you in my power. You dare not refuse me, for if you do, I shall drive your benefactor from his home.
You could not be so cruel.
If I can be cruel, I can also be kind.
Then prove it by tearing up the mortgage. Will win my undying gratitude.
Marry me, and the mortgage shall be yours.
Have you no mercy?
None.
Then how do you expect my love?
Love? What care I for your love? 'Tis you I want. You and the money. Well, what do you say?
You leave me with no choice. I cannot see my adopted parents homeless. I will be your wife.
Good. Come, a kiss to seal the bargain.
Unhand that lady, sir. Any man who forces his attentions on another lady is little better than a cat.
And what makes you so sure that my attentions are unwelcome? Perhaps you are unaware that Nellie is my affianced bride.
Miss Nellie, can this be true?
Yes, Dick. I have given him my promise.
Come, my dear, let us announce our betrothal to your guardian and his wife.
Nellie engaged to Rutherford. I could scarcely believe my ears. Well, I love her, and though she weds another, I love her, and
Tis a young Apollo I met yesterday. I shall speak to him. Good morning, Dick.
morning, ma'am.
Isn't it a lovely morning? I was wondering if you'd like to show me around the farm.
Why, I'd like to, ma'am, but I can't.
Why not?
Because I must go to the city to earn the money to pay off the mortgage.
This morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not call me ma'am. Call me Ethel.
I cannot do that, ma'am, because I love another.
You mean that poorhouse girl?
Yes, 'tis true she is from the poorhouse, but a fine lady never lived, and I love her with all my heart. But you must never tell her, for she has given her promise to another.
Indeed? Then let's make her jealous, shall we?
I cannot do that, ma'am. I love her, and though she weds another, I'll be true to her till the day I die.
Spurned by a corn-fed yokel. But I'll have my revenge. Arthur, my husband, what is he doing here? I must dissemble.
Ah, I see the ladies' champion has made another conquest. Pray present me.
Never, mister, unless she asks me to. And then I'll tell her what sort of man you are first.
I see, I shall have to introduce myself. You! You see, fellow, there is no need to introduce us. We have already met. Go, we would be alone.
I don't have to remind you, mister, that no gentleman would carry on with another lady when he's just engaged himself to Miss Nellie.
Arthur, my husband betrothed to that pretty country girl. What can this mean? Perhaps you'd better leave us alone, young sir. Arthur is...
An old friend.
Yes, an old friend.
Well, he seems a lot too friendly to me. Well, don't you worry, mister. I won't say a word to Miss Nellie, or it could break her heart.
We meet again, it seems.
What are you doing here?
At least I shall not have to ask you that question.
Nonsense, Ethel. The girl means nothing to me. It is but a scheme to enrich myself. Now, to flatter her, you are the only woman that I ever loved.
Then why did you desert me 4 years ago?
Because I must think up some lie. Because I was penniless, and I was ashamed to return to you.
You cannot deceive me, Arthur Rutherford. You are not marrying this girl for her money. She is an orphan, and the farmer and his wife are destitute.
True, but the girl has a cool million left to her by her father, only she doesn't know it.
And you plan to marry her and gain control?
Yes.
I won't permit it. You are my husband, and rather than see you marry another, I will denounce you before them all.
Do not do that, Ethel. I will share with you.
You will never wed another whilst I live.
Do it, Ethel.
And there is nothing else for it. You must help me, dare I suggest to her? You must help me murder her.
Murder?
Yes, the girl is my brother's child. He left her his entire fortune of $1 million. If she dies, I inherit.
But murder? I cannot consent to it.
Oh, come, Ethel. You care nothing for the girl. Besides, 'twill mean revenge on that bumpkin who slighted you just now.
You heard?
Every word.
Well, I'll help you, but you must give me half the money.
Of course. Time enough to dispose of her later. Good. A kiss to seal the bargain.
My husband. What do I see?
To she, curse her. What are you doing here?
Is this woman really your wife?
I am.
Then why? Why?
Hush, girl. You have discovered my secret, but you shall not live to betray me. Sit down in that chair. Tie her up.
I've done nothing to harm you. How can you do this to me?
Do you mean to shoot her?
No, the farmer has some dynamite. We'll use that. The dynamite is in there. Ha-ha, my proud beauty. You cannot escape me. Now you see who holds the winning hand.
Nellie and Rutherford's power. What can this this mean? Hand that lady, you wretch.
'Tis the young farmer, her lover. I defy you. Take off your coat.
Hands up.
Ha, my hayseed hero. Now you shall rue the day you crossed my path. Tie him up.
With pleasure.
Perhaps this will teach you that I am not a man to be lightly bought with my designs. Those who would trifle with me must reckon with my vengeance. Now put the dynamite under them and light the fuse. I am a man who knows not defeat. 'Tis done. Curse you both. You shall both be out of my way forever. Come, Ethel. These bumpkins shall learn what it means to cross swords with me.
Miss Nellie, 'tis useless. We are doomed. We have but a minute left on earth. I'll tell you what I might not have yet said had our lives been spared. I've learned to love you, Miss Nellie. Tell me, dear, that in time you might return my love. I can then die easier.
Oh, Dick, you've been so kind to me. How could I not love you? Our courage, our dreadful situation has given me courage. Courage to reply to your words and to whisper that I love you too.
I am happy even at the point of death. God bless you, little girl, for those words.
Hark! What is that I hear?
'Tis the child, Lucy.
Lucy! Lucy!
Here I am. Goodness, what's the matter?
Quick, Lucy, 'tis dynamite. Throw it out the door.
Hurry, Lucy! Be quick! Oh, be so quick!
Quick. Well, Rutherford still holds the mortgage, but with your love in my heart, I know we will win through.
It's for sale, and if you'd like to buy it, talk to Mr. Brackett in the back when you leave. Now let's take a break.
'Tis Christmas Eve. The mortgage on the house will be due by midnight, yet there is no sign of Dick. He wrote once saying that he has secured a position and begged me not to tell his parents of our love before he could return with the $500 and pay off the mortgage. 'Tis he! We are saved! Yeah!
Did you not expect me? I have come for the money.
Oh, will you not relent?
Never, unless you consent to become my bride.
Sir, those words from a married man are an insult. I shall tell Daddy you are here and leave you to deal with him.
I see that I shall have to break her spirit, curse her. Perhaps I can think up some cunning scheme. It's the old farmer, 'twas her who took his $700. If so, he would drive her from his door, and she would have to come to me, or perish in the snow. But how to convince him? How? Miss Ethel, my wife. I'd forgotten she was a boarder here.
Arthur, my husband. Why are you here? Have you come to see that girl?
Tut-tut, my dear. You know it is a matter of business with me. Business. Aha, I have a scheme. As a matter of fact, Ethel, I depend upon your help.
In what way?
You see, I must convince the farmer that the girl is a thief. Now, if you were to take one of your pretty dresses and hide it in her room,
I understand. I have the very thing.
quick, before the farmer and his wife return and see us together. Good. Now to spring the trap.
Mr. Rutherford.
Good evening, Mr. Perkins. I understand that you are able to pay me the money.
What makes you think so?
Oh, come, Mr. Perkins. 'Tis common gossip in the village that you have discovered the thief.
Sakes alive, who do they think it is?
Why, your adopted daughter, Nellie.
No such thing.
I make no accusations. I merely repeat what I have heard.
Call the gal, Mother. Let her answer for herself.
All right, Pa, but I know Nellie has done no wrong.
Before you speak to the girl, would it not be well to search her room? Perhaps it contains some dress or other gewgaw she may have purchased with the money.
I'll do it, mister, but only to prove to you Nellie's as honest a gal as ever drew breath.
Ha! A great scheme.
I've been told of your infamous accusation, Mr. Rutherford, and it's false! False!
I only hope that may prove so. I did but repeat the gossip of the village.
How can such a thing be proved one way or the other?
Very simply, your husband has gone to search Miss Nellie's room. Should he find nothing there, then the gossips are mistaken. But if he... Aha!
Nellie, where'd you get the money to buy this?
Why, Daddy, I never saw it before!
Hush, gal, lest heaven strike you dead with the lie upon your lips. Now, what have you done with the balance of the money?
Oh, Daddy, I know nothing about it!
Oh, little did I think the day I took you from the poorhouse I should live to repent my kindness. Get to your room.
Do you intend to keep her here in spite of the evidence against her?
What'd ye expect?
May I remind you, sir, that since you cannot pay me the money, this house is mine.
Not till midnight, it's not.
It lacks but 15 minutes.
Maybe so, but before then my boy Dick will return from the city with the money.
Impossible. No train can make it through this blizzard.
Yes, it can. Heaven will not desert us in our hour of need.
Besides, how can your boy, a mere country lad, earn $500 in so short a time?
Dick's a good boy. He'll manage.
He wrote us he's gotten a job in Boston with a lawyer named Willoughby.
Willoughby? My late brother's lawyer. If he finds out about Nellie, I am lost. I must change my plan and offer to marry her at once. Mr. Perkins, upon thinking things over, I am afraid that I have done Nellie a great wrong.
Done her wrong?
Aha! The old fools misunderstood me, but so much the better. Now to take advantage of their mistake. Do not blame the girl too harshly. The fault was largely mine. But I have come to make amends.
He lies! We meant nothing to each other!
Further concealment is useless, Nellie.
Sir, you are vile! Vile!
You understand him, gal. He's offering to marry you.
He can't marry anyone. He's married already.
Nellie, how can you add this lie to your other sins?
Listen to me, gal. Do you mean to wed him or no?
Never!
Then may God forgive me for nurturing a shameless woman like a viper to my bosom.
Stop, Paul. You're making a sad mistake.
The only mistake I made was in adopting her, a forlorn orphan girl that we've treated like our own daughter, only to have her bring shame and ruin upon our gray heads.
Aha!
Leave this house forever.
Oh, Pa! You couldn't put a dog out on a night like this!
Women like this ain't fit to speak to a decent dog. Get out that door. The gal ain't worth your tears.
It's nearly midnight. I must finish this matter quickly. Come, sir. We cannot allow family matters to interfere with business. I hold a mortgage on this house for $500. Can you pay it?
No, I can't.
Don't despair, Pa. It's not midnight yet.
It lacks but 1 minute. There is no point in hoping longer.
Dick'll come. I know he will.
This is ridiculous.
Mister, a mother's trust in her boy ain't never ridiculous.
Aha!
We're lit, Mother.
Not yet. The clock ain't finished. I put my trust in Dick. And I won't never give up hope until the last stroke of 12.
8.
It's no use.
9.
Yes, it is, Pa.
10.
Have faith in Dick.
11.
Oh, at last.
My boy.
Dick, by criminy, you made it.
I did, and here's the money. 400 over what I earned, and Mr. Willoughby loaned me the rest.
Willoughby! Again, that dreaded name.
There's your money, mister. Give me the mortgage.
You have foiled me this time, curse you. but my turn shall come. We shall meet again. We shall meet again.
Hand me the mortgage, son, and let me tear the dreaded thing to shreds.
Not yet. Call Nellie first. I want her to share in our happiness. Has something happened to Nellie? What's wrong?
Nellie ain't here.
What?
She's no longer our daughter.
What do you mean?
Oh, Dick, your paw drove her out.
Did you?
Yes.
Where has she gone? Then I shall find her. I give you back your home, and I go to find the woman I love.
Bye, boy.
Tis Christmas morning. I heard the bells in the churchyard strike midnight. Here, the snow is so deep I lost the road. In these windswept fields I have little hope of finding shelter, ere I shall perish from the cold. But no, if I lie to rest I shall die. I must live to clear my name.
Well, I'll be jiggered if this ain't the gall-darndest way to spend Christmas morning, looking for a lost heifer. All right, so I'd be at home fixing Lucy's stocking, but the blamed cow critter broke out of the barn, and I can't let the poor thing freeze to death.
Who's that?
Why, it's me, Widow Appleby. Who are you? Well, if it ain't the young Dick Perkins, when did you get home?
Tonight? Oh, Mrs. Appleby, Nellie is out here in the woods. You must help me find her.
Sure I will. I'm looking for a lost heifer anyway, and it's just as easy to look for two lost things as one.
You go that way. I'll go over here.
Poor Miss Nellie. Sure wished I could help her. But where to look? That's the question. About the only shelter in these parts is those sawmill over on the river. But shucks, a body can't hardly find the river in this storm, much less a sawmill. Cow, Miss Nellie! Cow, Miss Nellie!
Curse the girl! If she dies in the snow, I am safe. But I must find her before young Perkins does, or he will take her to Lawyer Willoughby, and then I am lost. Lost! What are you doing here?
Do you think I did not overhear your attempt to marry the girl tonight? I would not trust you alone with her, even in a snowstorm.
Pshaw! I mean only to dispose of the girl. Now that you are here, you can help me hunt for her. We must find her before that young farmer does. Come.
Nellie! 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 My conscience is a torturing me. I never should have drove the gal out into this storm. Mother was right. I oughtn't have taken that city fella's word against Miss Nellie's in the first place. My only hope is that she sought shelter in the old sawmill. Pray heaven I find her in time to make amends. Nellie! Nellie! Nellie!
Tis bitter cold. I grow numb. My feet falter. I can go no farther. Daddy! Daddy, I forgive you. Tell Dick to think of me sometimes.
No sign of her anywhere, Arthur. What's that?
'Tis she!
Good.
Where am I?
With friends, girl. Here, drink some of this.
What is it?
It's whiskey.
Never! I vowed that no drop of that foul fluid shall pass my lips.
We will have to help her.
Yes, curse her.
Where will we take her?
To the old sawmill. This time there is no escape.
Still no trace. But hold! What's this? Tis footprints. And they lead to the old sawmill. I will follow.
Take out your song sheets once more and joining me with me for the final sing-along tonight. Number 2, The Old Gray Mare. She ain't what she used to be, Number 5, Shine Out of Our School. Shine out, shine out of this moon, up in the sky. High and the love since January, February, June, or July. Snow time ain't no time to stay. This room that is on a sheet. Join with me for the second last song.
Come here and sit down, dear.
No, there is no time to waste.
Is there not some other way?
Ah, are you weakening?
No, but remember, I've lived for 2 months among these simple country people. I've come to admire their cleanness and honesty of life. Spare the girl, I entreat you.
And lose the fortune my brother left her? Never. If you are weakening, you can give up your share. Help me with these ropes. Haha, my dear niece. This time you cannot escape me. I have trifled with you too long already.
Ellie! Ellie, I'm coming! What's going on here?
Oh, Daddy! Daddy didn't mean to kill me!
Nonsense. The girl is distraught. We found her in the snow and brought her here for warmth.
You see, Nellie, you're just worked up. Mr. Rutherford, why, he may be a pretty mean fella. That don't say he's a murderer.
Of course not. Why, only tonight I offered to marry her. Why should I try to kill her now?
He's right, Nellie.
Oh no, Daddy, I do not understand. But while I was half unconscious, I heard him talking about me being his niece and about his brother leaving me a fortune.
Preposterous. Why, my family is one of the proudest in Boston. How could a poorhouse brat be my niece?
You see, you're just worked up with the snow and all. Come on, I'll take you home. Nellie, why, what's this?
It's a locket which was left with me at the orphanage. It has a picture I believe to contain my mother.
Appleby's sister, Hannah. Come to think of it, she did marry a felly named Rutherford. Nellie, I calculate you're right. This varmint's your uncle.
Yes, 'tis true. The girl is my niece and bears my honored name. She is my brother Horace's child. Your father repented his desertion of your mother on his deathbed, and he left you his entire fortune of $1 million. But you shall never inherit it, for you shall be dead.
Why, you...
Stop!
Dang you!
Silence! I am master here. Sit down. Tie him up.
But
Tie him up, I say, or you shall share his fate.
You wait till the sheriff hears about this, then the fur'll fly.
He shall never hear of it from you.
What do you mean?
You know too much. You must follow my niece in death.
You're gonna murder us?
Yes, ladies first. Enough! You are in my power. I have trifled with you too long already, but now the time has come. The time has come.
You dang villain! My boy Dick's somewhere out there in the snow. And well, Dick! Dick!
You old fool!
Dick!
What's going on here?
Trinity, you made it, son. Get him. He's planning to murder us both in cold blood.
Perhaps this will change his mind. Say your prayers, mister.
Hands up! So, Ethel, you have decided to play on my side after all.
No, but you are my husband. I could not stand by and watch you shot down like a dog.
Sit down. Tie him up.
But
Tie him up.
you mean to shoot them?
There is nothing else for it. I must have the money. So perish all who thwart my plans.
You dastardly villain! I'll fix you for this. If I can come back from the grave to do it.
Alive or dead, I fear you not. Pull that lever, and I'll fire. Fire and be damned. Curse you, Dick Perkins! You have balked me once too often.